Alrighty, Wednesday, December 2nd, 2020, 9:20 a.m. What we're going to do right now is we're going to short the S&P. Okay, let's short 5. Here we go. And we are in. Okay, so we're short 5 S&P mini futures at 3647.75. Now, let's look at the charts. Okay, let's start with the daily chart. Okay, and here we see that the market hit that high of 3677.5 to supersede this high over here of around, what was that? 3668. Okay, so went to 77.5, and then the market came down. It was still choppy though, to be quite frank, but it did head down, especially later in the day at around 2:45. 1 hour chart. Okay, we see right now the market is at the top of the range, sort of. I mean, it's when I say top of the range, meaning it's at the 3650 to 3660 range, because the 77.5 is just an outlier. It's just like an extreme move. But overall, the range has been between like 3660 and like 3600, give or take the outliers and extremes on each side. So right now it's sitting at 3645.5, and it's literally starting to go through support. As you see, it's sitting on these 3 support lines, and it's getting really close to going through them. And then our next level would be around 3638 or so, and then 3615 or so in terms of the moving averages. So that's the 1 hour chart. Let's look at the 30-minute chart. Now, bear in mind, we are 8 minutes away from the open. The open can be a little bit noisy, have a little volatility. So, we don't pay much attention to that, and we may have to move our stop a little higher, but at the end of the day, we think that this is, the move right now is down. Okay, now, in terms of the 30-minute, very interesting how we have this down move, okay? Right here, we have this down move, and then it stayed above the blue line and just completely spent this entire time basically on the support resistance line, hitting this other exterior white line of that support resistance line, and each time came down, wasn't able to break that. You see, first attempt here, and then so many more attempts, and fails, and now it's starting to break down and go under the blue line, sitting right on the blue line. So that's the 30-minute. Let's look at the 10-minute. And the 10-minute, we see the market under all the averages, and basically we need to take out this 40 level, I guess, 43, between 40 and 42, to go under those levels, and then we should have smoother writing to the downside. And this is the downside. You see, 3592 to 3600. So that's the potential there. And then the 5-minute chart, we see a similar situation. We want to take out this 3642.5 low, and once we do, again, we also have that potential to go back to that 3600, 3592 to 3600 level. Now, yeah, we are under all the moving averages, so that's encouraging as well for the 5-minute. Let's look at the 3-minute, and similar situation as well, under all the moving averages, hit the support resistance line, went a little higher, and then came right back underneath it again. So similar situation there. And last but not least, let's look at the 1-minute. Okay, the 1 minute, like we said, we don't really use that to act on our major decisions, but we use it more for like entries, moving stops, or whatever. So the 1 minute line is just, very noisy, between 36.60 and around 36.42. Okay, in terms of our stop, we're going to give it room. Like I said, the open is just starting now, so we're going to extend our stop all the way to 36.78.5. Pretty big room, pretty large amount of room, but it is the open, and we feel we need to give it that space. So 36.78.5. Okay, let's enter the order. Okay, we're in. Buy stop at 36.78.5. Okay, here's where we're at. We're around 159,000, and we're down about 125. And we did get very close yesterday to 160. We even might have gone above and then came back down, and we're gonna break 160. I mean, that's our plan. That's what we're aiming for, and we're aiming to break 170 and go beyond that within the next number of days. What do we have? Like 10 days left of this 30-day challenge. So that's the story. That's where we're at. It's 9:27 a.m. The market's about to open in 3 minutes. The New York Stock Exchange, that is. And that's the story. Lady, it is Wednesday, December 2nd, 2020. The New York Stock Exchange has just opened, and here we are. So the first print we get on the 1 minute candle, the high print is 36.50. Right now we're at 36.48. We're down about 12 points. And here you have it. This is the open right now. Let's see what happens in the next few seconds, moments. Again, we don't pay a lot of attention to the 1 minute chart, but you do see right now, you see that so far, the first candle of the open for the New York Stock Exchange, the S&P failed to break this red moving average line, okay, which it's basically been under since it went under it at around 7 o'clock, right here, you see. So that's the story. Okay, so let's see how this market progresses now as it just opened. So the second candle right now, we are trying to bounce above 36.46. We're at 36.47 3/4. But yeah, so far we're still under that red line, that red moving average. We're at 36.47.5, 36.47 1/4, 36.46 3/4, 46 1/4. So yeah, we are getting close to taking out these lows here of these few bars. And we're at 46 now, 45 3/4, 45. Here we go. Okay. Alrighty, great, fantastic for our short. So far, so good. Okay. All right, so that's what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. The market has opened. So far, even the 1 minute looks pretty encouraging for our short. 5 minute looks beautiful here, as you see. About 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago, hit some of the support lines, the lower ones, support resistance lines, and then it failed to go above it with this open, and now it's starting to head lower. It looks like we're heading to take out the 44 level, 42 after that, and then we have a long way to go, hopefully. But again, it is the open. There's going to be noise. Nothing goes straight down, but that is our situation. We're at 36.45 right now. Let's take a quick peek. 44.5. Nice. Let's take a quick peek at the 30 minute again. And we see we're starting to take out that blue line. Fantastic. Okay, so now we need to take out the red. and then there's nothing else holding it up in terms of the averages. And you see the curvature here, this white upper resistance line, how beautifully curved it is, and it's starting to trend down. You see, initially it was trending up, right over here. It was trending up, then a little sideways, and now it's starting to head down. So very interesting. Okay, we're at 36.44 and a half, 45 now, and it's 9:33 a.m. Wednesday, December 2nd, 2020, second trading day of the final month of the year. Aren't you guys excited? We're almost ready to close out 2020 and start 2021. And yeah, let's make this our decade. Don't forget to check out my 30-day challenge on Facebook, and also here on YouTube. I have 30 days of videos I'll be posting. Again, they won't be every single day. It'll be basically around 30 days. It'll be around, well, it will be 30 days total between December and January, but it'll be around 15 days spread out in December. Most likely between Sunday or Monday and like Thursday, like those days usually. And then the rest will be in January. So we'll have about 15 and 15, so we can shift on our lives to a fantastic peak state to go into this new year, and to shift from negative to positive, and from limiting beliefs to unlimited, and from fear to just being fearless. So a lot's going on here. Please follow both challenges. Please subscribe, and definitely take back your life. All right. Catch you guys in a few. Alrighty, the New York Stock Exchange just closed at 4 o'clock. We're 3 minutes into the close. Here's what's going on. Let's look at the daily chart first. Okay, the daily chart, we see that we are flirting near the highs. We had that high a day ago of 36.77 and a half, and it looks like the market is creeping close to it. That's what's going on right now. Right now we're at 36.69 and a half. Our high on the day is 36.71 and a half. So, and our low is 42 and a quarter. So that's what's going on in terms of the daily chart. In terms of the hourly chart, we see a market that had rallied from about 35.90 to about 36.77 and a half, back down to 36.40, and back down to 36.70. Overall, I mean, it just looks kind of toppy. It's not like a strong, massive bull move up, and it's not, obviously it's not a down move because it keeps bouncing back close to the highs, but that's what's going on in terms of the hourly chart. So, 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart, we see the market above all the moving averages right now. Been trending slowly higher most of the day, although we did have that big down move here from 36.65 to 36.55, but it's been slowly creeping up. So that's what's going on there. 15-minute chart, we see the market again, very choppy situation. The market had that down move from 36.77 to around 36.42, back to 36.70. So it's just stuck in this range. It's not really breaking out one way or another, and it's just like basically stuck between the highs of 36.77 and a half, which had been 68 before they were taken out a day ago. And now it's basically between 36.77 and a half and 36.40. That's what's going on there. In terms of the 10-minute chart, what's going on there is we see this big rally from 42 and a half to 70, but it's been a choppy ride. I mean, again, we see that big move down from 65 to 55, but it's been mostly trending higher for most of the day, but very slow move up, a lot of choppiness. I don't see a lot of conviction to the upside, to be honest, but that's what's going on there. Now, in terms of the 5-minute chart, okay, we see, again, very choppy action. You see this choppy action? Looks like a breakdown here, right? And then the market rallies, then starts going down a little, then rallies again, and it's, you know, close to the highs. So it has been a little bit of a tough day for us, as we're going to show shortly, but that's fine. We're still confident we'll end this challenge in a very good way, in a positive way. And we will, our plan is to go above our heights that we have hit in this challenge, so we are looking to do that. But anyway, so that's what's going on in the 5-minute. Let's look at the 3-minute. And in the 3-minute chart right now, we see a market, again, very choppy action. Here you can see the choppiness even more. Okay, you see, look at this, very choppy action. And then it starts to trend higher. So it's a little bit of a choppy, higher, well, I wouldn't even say higher trend. I would just say it's like range bound between close to the highs and close to the lows of the move, like I said, between 40 and 70. But right now we happen to be at the higher part of the range. And again, we thought there would be a breakdown. There wasn't. I mean, when I say breakdown, I meant that it would at least go to the 40 level, to the, to the 3600 level. But yeah, it's basically been stuck between 3640 and 3670 as of now. If you want to look again on the 30-minute to get a better idea. So here you see, okay, we have basically, we're stuck between 3640 here, 3640 to 3677.5. Okay, that's basically the range here that we're kind of trending with, either to go and break out massively higher, which I'm not too sure about, or to go back down to the lows, to the lower part of the range and stay in this range. But we will have to see. I mean, a lot of it also depends on what happens, right? With the stimulus and how smoothly things transition, if it's a Biden, if it's a Trump, whatever it is, so a lot of things are happening again. And, whoever's thinking I'm political, I'm not being political at all. There is a big campaign. Trump is still trying very hard and fighting really hard to prove fraud. And if he wins, great. And if he doesn't, then Biden will be the president. So, it's not about taking sides. It's about, reacting and working as a trader to the market and not being stubbornly wrong and losing a lot of money. Okay. Which today actually has been a little bit of a rough day for us. But anyways, that's what's happening in the 30 minutes. So you see, we've had this range between 3640 and 3677, but before that we had the range was between about 3592, okay, right here you see 3592, and about 3650. So that was the original range. And my our plan today was that it would be going back to the 3640 and then back to the 3600 area, to stay in this range, and it actually didn't do that. It stayed at the highs of the range, and that's where we kind of got bit a little bit by the market. So right now we're down 3.79%. We're down $5,812.50. A little bit of a bite to our recent progress, but we're not worried because it's all in a day's trade, and tomorrow's a new day, and we could easily be up, 5, 6, 10 grand, tomorrow, the days after, and we can definitely go into new heights if the markets work our way and we don't lose too much. But anyway, so that's the story right now. So we're at 36.70 1/4. We have our stop actually not too far from here. We have our stop at 36.78 1/2. We're going to replace it. We have 4 minutes to get out, so what we'll do is we'll replace it with a limit order Let's do something crazy. Let's do 36.42. All right, we'll do that. And obviously it's far away. We probably won't get hit unless something drastic happens. But we'll do that for now. There's absolutely no reason for us to not try to get the best price we can. We got short at 36.47 3/4. Again, with the understanding that it would be going to the lows, breaking 42 and going back to the 3600 level. We were wrong. It didn't happen today. It may happen tomorrow, maybe happen in the coming days. The market may go higher and break out and go into new heights. Listen, no one has a crystal ball. And whoever tells you they know what's going to happen in the markets, they're out of their minds. Because over time, nobody is consistently right on what the market's going to do in the very short term and even, in the medium term. But the point is that you want to go with the market. So if you're wrong, you want to get out. You want to take your losses and maximize your gains. And that's what you can see. Like we have had more down days than up days, and we've had, we've even had a string of losing days where we lost a lot, during those days, and we made it back and we got close to the high. So we're pretty confident that we'll be fine. But that's the story. You shouldn't be stubborn, and you should always work with the market. So, okay, right now we are at 36.71.5. We have 3 minutes to the close. Actually, less than 3 minutes. Let me check my atomic clock. Alrighty, we have actually under 2 minutes. We have about a minute. A little over a minute and a half or so till the market closes. Big hit today, obviously, 58.12. Which, when you think about it, I mean, it's not a crazy huge hit, because we've had worse days than that. It's not our worst day at all, and we are trading 5 contracts at a time, which basically means if the market moves 10 points, we're up or down $2,500. And as you see, this market moves 10 points, 20 points in a matter of minutes sometimes, or, an hour or so. And we're not, our style is not to go in and out massively. We limit it to 3 times a day, and sometimes we'll, take bigger losses than usually people would take that are trading. But our gains are way higher, and we're limiting to how much we trade each day. So that's the story right now. We're at 36.70 1/4. We will just let's see what's going on with our atomic clock here. Okay, we have half a minute to get out, so let's just get out. Let's replace the order we have. Let's make it a market order, and let's call it a day. Here we go. Okay, and we are out. Okay, here we go. So we're out at 36.71 even. We had gotten in at, like we said, 36.47 3/4. This is Wednesday, December 2nd, 2020. That was 9:20 a.m. It was our entry. Our exit is 4:14 p.m. at 36.71, December 2nd, 2020, Wednesday. And our loss is, actually a little bit better than it was at the heights. It's 3.79% on the day. Okay, so a little bit of a hit for us, which is fine. We're not worried. I'm not worried. And the actual P&L on the day is $5,812.50 is our gross loss on the day. After commissions and fees, we're at approximately $153,292.80. But bear in mind, when we have our good days, which we tend to have every week or so, we're up 10 grand, 15 grand on our best days. So, once we get and by the way, the P&L just left because the new day had started, 4:15 just closed out. But if we go and we have like 2 good days, really good days, like among our better days within the next, 9-10 trading days, we're going to be back at 170, 72, 73, and that'll be new heights for us. And like I said, our goal is to be at the heights 170, 180, even higher to end this 30-day challenge. And that's the story, guys. Okay, so have a great night. Enjoy your Wednesday evening. And enjoy your December to remember. And remember that right now is the time to position yourself for the new year in every regard. And, 2020 has been very interesting. It's been very challenging in many ways. But now's your time to go and position and focus on what you want and getting back and coming back stronger and better than ever. So that's the story about what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow.